Welcome everybody to a review of Grindhouse. So this was a double feature film release from in 2007, a co-direction and co-written by Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. This has been newly released by ViaVision Entertainment, and yeah, we're going to talk about both films, and then we'll look at the extras that are included. So yeah, like I said, both were released in 2007. So Planet Terror, directed by Robert Rodriguez, who started out with a really rather low budget El Mariachi, which he followed up with Desperado, From Dusk Till Dawn, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and Sin City before this was eventually released. Clocks in at 105 minutes long. It's a horror comedy. Stars Rose McGowan, Freddie Rodriguez, Josh Brolin, Michael Biehn, and Bruce Willis. So a pretty stacked cast. So it's about two doctors who find their graveyard shift inundated with townspeople ravaged by sores. Among the wounded is Cherry, a dancer whose leg was ripped from her body. As the invalids quickly become enraged aggressors, Cherry and her ex-boyfriend Ray lead a team of accidental warriors into the night. So it's been a long time since I last saw this film, but it is just as entertaining and fun as I remember, with a great cast and excellent action scenes, while it is also gloriously gory. Trust Tom Savini, who has a cameo in this. Well, I say cameo, it is actually a proper role, but trust him to get dispatched in the most brutal way, as he is more well known as an effects artist, as he has done lots of practical effects for horror films over the course of many years. And yeah, he's once again really rather fun to see in this film. The pacing is also on point. The Grindhouse aesthetic is well executed, and by that I mean that it's got like scratch marks on the screen, it's got blips and stuff like that. It's all very looks like it's an old 70s film that hasn't been looked after very well, but not in an annoying way. Some people has found. It's also engrossing throughout. The score is good, and it has plenty of funny moments to it as well. So yeah, very good film to be honest. And then released alongside it was Death Proof, directed by Quentin Tarantino, whose favourite films for me personally have been Kill Bill Volume 1, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Jackie Brown. This clocks in at 113 minutes long. It's an action thriller combined with some slasher elements, and it stars Kurt Russell, Zoe Bell, Rosario Dawson, Rose McGowan again, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. So it's about Austin's hottest DJ, Jungle Julia, who sets out into the night to unwind with her two friends, Shanna and Arlene. Covertly tracking their moves is stuntman Mike, a scarred rebel leering from behind the wheel of his muscle car, revving just feet away. But that's just half the story. It then flips to another side of the whole stuntman Mike kind of thing, and you follow other characters dealing with him as well after he deals with the first lot of victims, which yeah is a really good kind of a plot device as far as I'm concerned. And as much as I love Planet Terror, I give that 4.5 out of 5 easily. It is this film in this Grindhouse double feature that is my favourite of the two, and it is quite frankly underrated as far as Tarantino's filmography is concerned, since for me this comes ahead of at least of a couple of his other efforts. I personally prefer it to The Hateful Eight. Never really gotten along with that film all that much for whatever reason, and Kill Bill Volume 2, although it's very good, I do prefer this film to that effort itself. Um, which is thanks to this being a mix of elements that I quite frankly love, be it from the car chase films of the 70s that it is emulating, to the character interactions, and with it shaking up the slasher genre. As yeah, he's as you know, Kurt Russell's weapon is a car. It's not a knife or a chainsaw or anything like that. It's a car, and I really like that choice of weapon. The cast is also excellent. The soundtrack is superb. Plenty of great songs that are used in really rather effective ways. It is well paced. The car chase scene, along with its stunts, are glorious. The aesthetic is on point. It is extremely well shot, especially with those car chases, or car chase, should I say. It is engrossing throughout while having a few well earned laughs. So, yeah, again, another 4.5 star film. And I know that's the same rating I give Planet Terror, but Death Proof just edges it out, as I really am a big fan of car chase films, and yeah, it's certainly more so than horror comedies. So, yeah, got a really nice lenticular cover on this. Not sure if that's being picked up by the camera or not, but it's good artwork on there and everything. Yeah, it's showing it there a little bit, which is cool. And then you got Kurt Russell on the back as stuntman Mike. And yeah, we have a few art cards as well to go with this, which are in this little envelope, which slides out. So there is Kurt Russell again as Stuntman Mike. There's Josh Brolin getting threatened. I mean, you can look at it that way if you wanted, and it looks like he's been done another way, but he's getting threatened. And there we have Stuntman Mike's car. That's the first one that he has. I think it's a Chevrolet Nova, that one, and then it is a Dodge Charger in the. It's his second car. So yeah, there's plenty of art cards, which is always a good shout as far as I'm concerned, and they're really nicely printed as well. There's Bruce Willis, and yeah, we get a whole host of extras on this, and it's across 4 discs. So we get the theatrical version of Grindhouse. That's where both films are on the same, disc, and they both link up together with fake trailers in between. Although some of those fake trailers did actually come films themselves, most notably Machete and Hobo with a Shotgun. So yeah, we also get the Planet Terror extended version as well on that disc, and they're both on that one with all of the trailers. And then you get the Death Proof extended version as well, and then all of the bonus extras on a single disc as well. So yeah, which is all well and good. And yeah, the features that are included on this, on the Grindhouse theatrical version, we have a 1080p high definition presentation of the theatrical version. All of the films come in that format. You got audio commentary by director Robert Rodriguez on Planet Terror. You got Planet Terror audience reaction audio track. You got a Grindhouse trailer, Planet Terror trailer, Death Proof trailer, Thanksgiving trailer with audio commentary by director Eli Roth and co-writer actor Jeff Rendell. So that's again another one of those fake trailers that were included with the Grindhouse main film. Then on disc 2 we have the Planet Terror Extended Edition, which has a scratch-free version of Planet Terror. There's also the extended and unrated version on the disc. You got audio commentary by director Robert Rodriguez. Not sure if that's the same audio commentary that's on the Grindhouse one or not. It might well be. Then you got again the audience reaction to the audio track. Again, that might well be the same extra that's on the first disc. Then on the Death Proof one, you've just got the extended version. There's no extras on that disc. But on the fourth disc that has all of the bonus features pretty much, we've got Robert Rodriguez's 10-minute film school, Robert Rodriguez's 10-minute cooking school, the Badass Babes of Planet Terror, the Guys of Planet Terror, Casting Rebel, we've got Sickos, Bullets and Explosions, the stunts of Planet Terror. There's some really rather fantastic stunts in that film. The Friend, the Doctor and the Real Estate Agent, International Poster Gallery, and the makeup effects of Planet Terror, which again are really rather great. Then we've got on the Death Proof, we've got Stunts and Wheels, the legendary drivers of Death Proof. We've got Quentin's greatest collaborator, editor Sally Menk. Then we've got the guys of Death Proof, Finding Quentin's Gals, Kurt Russell as Stuntman Mike. Then we've got the uncut version of Baby It's You performed by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She basically does a really good dance to that song, which is an excellent song by Smith. You've got Introducing Zoe Bell, you've got Double Dare trailer, International Poster Gallery, The Hot Rods of Death Proof, and From Texas to Tennessee, the production design of Death Proof. And then additional Grindhouse bonus features, you've got New York Times talk with Lynn Hirschberg, Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez from 2006. That's just before the film was released. You also got Comic Con 2006 featuring the directors and cast of Grindhouse, again just before the film's release. Then you got extended music cues, Gangster Story, and Italia Amano Amata. Then you got all of the trailers that were part of the whole aesthetic of the Grindhouse thing. So, because typically when you did a double feature of films in the 70s, you'd have trailers in between the two films. So, the trailers are the making of Thanksgiving, under the trailers even, the making of the Thanksgiving trailer, the making of Werewolf Women of the SS trailer, extended Women of the SS trailer, with optional audio commentary by director Rob Zombie. You got the making of Don't trailer, Don't extended trailer with optional audio commentary by director Edgar Wright. I've heard that's a really rather good trailer actually. as far as mock-ups go. Apparently, it's a bunch of the kind of like slasher tropes all in one trailer, which is apparently sounds like really fun. Then you got Don't storyboard trailer comparison with optional audio commentary by director Edgar Wright. You got the Don't storyboards still gallery, Don't poster featuring extended Don't score by David Arnold. Then you got Hobo with a Shotgun produced by Rob Cotterill, directed by Jason Eisner, and Grindhouse trailer contest winners. So yeah, this is number 614 out of 2000, as you can see. So there aren't many of these, but yeah, this is my first non-imprint film um, purchase from ViaVision, as usually it's just imprint films that I buy from them. So yeah, but it's really nice to have something from ViaVision themselves and not just their imprint sub brand. As yeah, I love both of these films, so it's really nice to have both of them finally on Blu-ray in a physical release that is done really rather nicely, like the original Grindhouse poster on the front as well. Yeah, which is cool. So yeah, highly recommend seeing both of these films if you haven't already. I know a lot of people do hate Death Proof in comparison to other Quentin Tarantino films. It's usually the one that's at the bottom of people's best of Tarantino lists. But for me, like I said, it's nowhere near the bottom. At least a couple of films of his I've liked less than this, even though those films themselves have plenty of merits in their own right. So yeah, but if you have seen these films before, then I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.